Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm so glad you could join me for this free lesson. You can get a higher score in your English exam. Let me show you how. The first thing that we need to do is to master your mental preparation. All successful people understand that your mindset can make or break you. If you think you can, you're right. And if you think you can't, you're also right. This is true for everyone. Therefore, you need to decide what your goal is. What score do you want to get? Write it down. Once you've done that, you need to find out what you need to do to get this score. So, speak with your teacher. Is it improving your grammar? Maybe it's improving your vocabulary, or is it getting more speaking practice? Whatever it is, write it down and decide how you are going to improve in these areas. So, perhaps you will focus more on this area in your lessons, or maybe you'll find an English-speaking friend who you can practice with. Now you know what you need to do, go about doing it. Next, you want to know what the examiner wants. Otherwise, how do you hope to get a good mark if you don't know what the examiner is looking for? This may sound pretty simple, but it is not something that most students pay a lot of attention to. One way to find out what the examiner is looking for is to get a copy of the exam's mark scheme. If you are sitting for the IELTS exam, don't worry. I've put a copy of the exam's mark scheme somewhere around this video or in your email message. Here's a tip for those of you who are sitting the IELTS exam. When you are preparing for your speaking part 3, make sure you know the following. The examiner is always checking to see that you can express and justify your opinions. You can analyze, discuss, and speculate on issues. So, when you are asked a question in the speaking part 3, number 1, give your opinion. Then, give a reason for your opinion, and then give an example. Here are some really helpful phrases that you can use when you are expressing your opinion. So, you can say, in my view, or I believe, or personally speaking. These are what we call signposts. They tell the examiner where you are going next in your answer, and they show that you have a good level of English. So once you've given your opinion, make sure you then justify your opinion, i.e., give a reason. You can use phrases such as, the reason I think this is, or you can say because, or you can say I hold this opinion due to the fact that. So these are phrases for helping you to justify your opinion. And lastly, you want to give an example. To give an example, use phrases such as, for instance, or just, for example. So I know that some of you may be wondering, what happens if I don't have anything to say? Well, since this is an English speaking exam, you don't have the option to remain silent. Even if you don't have your own opinion, here are some sentences that will help you to at least buy some thinking time. Number 1, I've never really thought about this issue before, but it seems to me that. Number 2, I don't know a great deal about the subject, however. Using these sentences is perfectly acceptable and not only buys you some thinking time, but will also help you to at least express an opinion, even if it is not your own. Remember, you are not being tested on your ideas. You're being tested on your ability to give an opinion, any opinion. Then you want to make sure that you have some really great sentences and phrases that you can use to impress the examiner. Well, that's it for now. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this lesson and got some valuable tips for yourself. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. We've started a new Facebook group for English learners to meet and swap tips and just to get some advice and support. Chances are you're looking to improve your English and you really want to gain confidence when speaking, and you want to get a better score in your English exam. Who doesn't? So that you can work or study abroad without spending a ton of money on lessons. So what I would suggest is to check out our English conversation sessions, where you'll be paired with an English native speaker, and you can use their knowledge and expertise to help you to speak better English and to improve your language skills. There will be a link somewhere around this video or in the email message that you received. And finally, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. You can send us a private message on Facebook, or you can send us a private message on Instagram. So take care and enjoy the rest of your day.